Hi everyone. Last time we saw something about service and clients. And that lecture had what was the specific goals of client and server. Okay. This time we are going to find out what is a client and a server. SCRVER. Service. Now, last time we talked basic things about what a server does, what a client does, how a host is configured, what are different kinds of hosts in the network, and how do they configure each other, and what are the services of a server. Servers are basically things which serve a particular business or kind of work or robot automation or industry automation and other things. So this is what a server does. For that, you have to understand what a server and a client can provide. I mean, what a server can provide and what a client can request from the service. Now, we saw the last time what is a service ultimate and what are the plugins within that is a service ultimate pro, which is a kind of the server architecture, which is called the layering. And this service ultimate pack A, pack B, pack C, and other things are all the plugin modules for what is the service ultimate. Okay, the service ultimate is a thing which is a kind of overlay, and these things are the plugins which you can use depending on what kind of requirements you want, and you can have pack A, pack B, pack C, pack D, and other things. Okay, you can get it installed. Now, what are the things that pack C is there, pack E is there? Okay, so these servers pack provide certain kind of services for each one of them. So they have the modules within them or what is called a framework within them which can provide things. Okay, now if we go into client server architecture, there's a huge area which is quite difficult to understand right now, but it is going to take off for quite a while for because people have been using it for a long time and it will be used for quite a while. Okay, so that kind of architecture is there anywhere. I mean, whether you take a network or you take a device or you take a car, a bike, or devices which are using that, those kind of server and a client architecture is always there. A server provides a set of services, and if you want to request that services, then what is called a client. Okay, now if you take a HTTP protocol kind of thing, it's more a kind of client kind of thing. Okay, because there you are going to request for things. Okay, so when you touch the mouse button, then it goes in there and then it gives the particular request and you get it back. Okay, now let's see. Wi-Fi FTP server. So this is server, okay, which is going to use some kind of pack. Okay, so you don't have to. Now game server control panel. Okay, so when you're going to play a game, okay, now usually games are things which gives control. Okay, you can use download a server and you can keep a server there, and the control panel you can provide different kinds of control panel like touch screen, moving, and other things. So what you do is a game server control panel. First you have to install the game server control panel, and then if you go download any kind of game, then you can play with that particular game. Okay, so that is called a game server control panel. Let's see what it does. Okay, first we are going to do a game server control panel. We are going to install it. Let's see what it does. To get a detail about all these things, it is just right here. Okay, so these are the things which are the details about how to install a game server. Okay, now there are so many other things. A server means there are too many levels. What do you mean by levels? Levels means artificial intelligence level, then normal, ordinary gameplay level, then ordinary application level, and things like that. So you have to know all these things. Okay, so later, because each level of understanding server and client configuration is too big to understand right now, because certain things are provided right now which is maybe the level we are looking at right now, the world has developed is around about say about level 2 or level 3. Okay, now if we go into higher server configuration, client configuration, then it goes on to a higher level. But development has not been so much as to include all those things like artificial intelligence, robo control, and all those things. So you can just download from a server for a particular robo, and you can just say that okay, robo number one, robo number two, you get installed here, a different kind of thing, and robo number three, you have a different kind of set of characters and control structure. You can just download and then you can allow it to run. So those kind of things, the service requests and the amount of things that we have will keep on increasing. The server things will keep on increasing in the future. Why? Because most people want different kinds of things. Say you want humanity servers. Humanity servers, like, I mean, nobody would have imagined what is a humanity server is, but still those things are there. What is a humanity server? Humanity server is the kind of things where it talks to particular kind of humans and gets to understand those things, what different people are thinking, and what kind of services they want. So the thinking kind of thing will be coming in like humanity. So it can serve as a kind of chat box kind of thing which will serve. Okay, so basically, so if you ask a question like why do I want to live, who am I, what, those kind of things, answers and all things will come later. Those kind of services will be done later, like psychology server, then you can have a biology server. So education system server is another huge area. So those things and all, we are not right now well developed for all those things, like agriculture server or farming servers, and all those things are not well developed because each area is particular area. So, or say you have one a literature server. What is a literature server? People ask what is a literature server. Literature server means it will teach you complete about literature, what is kind of literature, what kind of literature you want, how to teach and things like that. Okay, what level of teaching can have. So that's kind of a teaching spectrum. Then you have business spectrum. Then you have car control and device control spectrum. Then you have game spectrum. Then you have defense spectrum. Then you have rocket spectrum, aeroplane spectrum, and those things are there. But still, we haven't developed all those things. For now, we'll see what is this game server control panel. So this is a kind of game. So it is going to give the control server panel for that. Okay, let's install the thing right now. Now it takes some time to install. Okay, so you have to wait for some time and it will download and then it will install the things. So I'm just waiting for the server. A server called the game server control panel. So it is going to just give a control panel for the game, for a particular game. Say you are going using a throw ball kind of thing. So it is going to give that particular control thing structures for that particular game services. Okay, so that is what it's going to do. So now I am trying to install GSCP open. Now I am going to open that particular server. Now it is open. Okay, now it is asking for certain things. Okay, rate app, this and that. Okay, now say okay. Now service list is empty. Now it says service list is empty. There is no servers right now running, so you have to add. So service is empty, so you add. Then it asks for particular things. Okay, first thing it asks for server name. Okay, game server name. Source engine. Okay, password is asked for password also, and it's for the API key and my arena API key. Okay, check API key. Okay, extra, and the server is outdated and things like that. Okay, there are plenty of game servers out there in the system. Okay, but we don't know any of those things. So you have to give the particular server name. Okay, then you have to give the particular IP address. Okay, for that particular server, which is game servers are there in the thing, but you have to connect to those services and source engine. Okay, now what is the source engine? Source engine is gold source engine, alien swarm. Alien swarm is a particular kind of game. So for that control panel, you can use this gold swarm. Okay, alien swarm or card password. So you can just create your own password for the particular swarm. So now I have included alien swarm and I have to give a password for that particular thing. So I give a password like 1 2 3 4. Next, okay. Oh. So I'll give the password. Okay, now it is asking for IP port. So now I have to give a particular IP port, IP address or IP port in which it can run. So this is IP address or IP port. So you say it's 132 dot 3.4.5. Okay, now we say next. Okay, now I go back. Okay, now I have given the IP address. Then strike count. This is the game server that I've installed. Counter strike condition 0. Okay, this is the game server I'm going to activate. So I'm just running the server on this, and I'm giving a server name also for that. Okay, now I'm giving a server name as strike, strike or stretch or something like that. Okay, now I'm going to do the next. Then then I say okay, okay. Now the particular server is running right now. Okay, now you can have that particular server called server is just currently running. Okay, now what if anyone wants to access a particular server, this particular game server, then they give connect to this IP address, and this is the server name they have to use. And once they connect to the server name and the IP address, they can directly connect to this server name or directly connected using an IP address. So if they usually IP address is for global things, like if you want to go somewhere in some place and you want to access that particular game, the control for that particular game, then you use the IP address. If you want just a local thing, then you can use the server address itself. Now, right now, the one of the game server is running right now. Okay. Now, if I go into control panel, I don't know what is going on. Okay, background sync frequency. Okay, the background full sync frequency, server outdate notification, logs listening port. Okay, in case of log, any of the things who went in, who ordered those kind of things. The listening port is like that. Okay, now web resources. Okay, where do you get all this? Is AMS bans URL. Okay, this is the one of the web resources where that particular game is present. Then source bans URL. This is another one where it is that particular game is. Then you have game me URL and HL SSL URL. So these are the different kinds of URL where web resources are there for that particular game. The server control structure is there for that particular game. Server outdate notification. Like if the server is outdated, an old thing is being used, so it will just notify that your thing is very old, then you can use a new one. Okay, that kind of thing. Background sync frequency. This is background full sync frequency. Sync is for if you want to do a fast kind of game playing, then you can do all the syncing. Okay, now that is the settings. Okay, now we are going to the other one. What is this? Let's see, disable ads. Okay, now this is asking for if you want to disable any kind of ads on that particular thing, then you can disable ads and then you can do all the things. Okay, now this is for disable. For that you have to pay, so you don't have to worry about it right now. Okay, you can say no thanks and get out of it. Okay, now if you want to get some information about the server, this is what the server is. Game server control panel. Yes, it's a run app. So it's transaction also. So who are developing all these game servers? Game server libraries are there. So there are so many libraries. Android app, Billy 53, Android Iconics, then Apache Common Compress and things like that. Okay, these are the constraint layout, cache lytics, custom activities on cache. So some people use these things for gambling and other things, but we are not bothered about those things. Gameplay services. So if you want to go any kind of gameplay, then JSON is a Java library. JSON library. JSON library is for that particular game service. Okay, particular APIs are used there. So that is where it is. This is about where it is. So this is completely giving about the details of the particular server and where they get all the Apache images and other things, and about the libraries and the server control panel and things like that. So that's all. This is over. Now, if you want to go and connect to that particular server, then you have to go out and then connect. Okay, this is called stretch. Okay, now I go out and then I go to Google. Screen recorded, this another thing. Okay, now we have photos, and here is what Google is. So you go there and ask for stretch. Okay, so this game server is not available right now and I cannot create it properly. So I have made some kind of mistakes or nothing. So you don't have to worry about this. So this is the way you can create a thing. Okay, so you don't have to worry. Okay, now we have added a server and let's see the next one. Okay, now we are going to add another server. Okay, okay, it's asking for server name, main server name. Okay, source engine. This is the particular thing. Source engine has got completely Counter Strike Source, Counter Strike Global Offense, Half-Life, Opposing Force. These are all different games. Okay, they have different controls. Like if you have people fighting each other, then it's different kind of controls are there, like using a knife or firearms or those kind of things. So those kind of things will be available. Like for knife, it might be deathmatch classic, and for firing and other things, bombs and other things, it might be a different thing. So these things are the kind of things which you want to know. Day of Defeat. Day of Defeat is another kind of game for which all the sources available right there. So insurgency is another kind of things which you can just run the server and you can allow people to play on that particular thing. So you just have to connect to that particular thing and you can start. Now for getting I'm just going to exit. Why I want to exit it? I just want to go and see how to connect to this server. Now I've started the server, so I'm just going to go exit. Okay, now let's go out. Okay, first thing. Okay, now I go to Google Play Store and now game server control panel. Now once you have game server control panel, then you have game server client. They'll tell you what are the apps that has to be used. Okay, now let's just check in what are the things available. Okay, they will tell you Google Play. Okay, all prices, what is the thing, where is the thing, reviews are there. Okay, now how do I connect to this? That is what I want to see. Which utilities I want to use to connect to this particular game server control panel. Okay, let's see what I can use. Similar. Okay, now hosting stream chat. Where is the thing? Similar apps, proxy server. How do I connect to this particular thing? Game. So I just want to see which is the thing I can use to connect to this. Cashcraft for Minecraft, Buildprop editor. These things are there, but I don't know how to connect to the server. But it's okay. So I started the server, but I don't know how to connect to the server. There should be a client available, game server. So now let I go back. Okay, game server control panel. Game client. So I just say games client. I go for search. Client tab, client management. Okay, now ice cream truck, my burger shop, supermarket city. Okay, this is the thing it is trying. Okay, now logo expert, proxy server, turbo, app server, cloud loading, mega. Okay, now I'm going to use WARM. WARM is a kind of thing, Dota plus items. Okay, now we don't know where is that. Where is the particular server, which cloud, where which one I have to use for that particular server. Okay, now what we saw here was, what was that? Which was the one I installed? Let's see, the game server for Minecraft. Okay. No, not this one. Okay, which one I installed? Game server control panel. Okay, so client control panel. Okay, control panel for C panel. Okay, control panel. Okay, control panel for C panel. So server. So this is the one you have to activate. Game server status. Okay, control panel. Now you start. This might be connecting to that particular kind of this thing. Okay, let's see what it is connecting to. Okay, game server control panel i86. Okay, let's see. Control panel for C panel for panel. So this is the one you want to install. Okay, now let's install this. Okay, open. Now we are opening control panel for C panel. Okay, okay. Now this is what it's called. So you can just go there and give the server name, and you can create username and password, and then you connect. Okay, this is what it's called, control panel. So now you got the things. Now what was the thing which we gave? There was a thing which we gave. What is the name of site? So you can either you can give the IP address or you can give the other things. Okay. Now we don't have all these things right now. So this is the basic thing. So now we have installed a client. Okay, this is the client for the control panel, client for the control panel. I am running a server there. First of all, I was running a server there and gave the server name for that particular client on service space. Now if I include that particular name here, then it will give. Okay, what was that? st sticker username. Now I'm trying to connect to that particular thing. Both username, password fields are branded. Okay, username is something like a by okay, so cPanel is not running at that domain it says. So I have to give a different kind of domain. So might be I am not entering it properly. So that is okay. But this is the kind of cPanel, and once you connect, then it starts connecting to that particular server, and then you can use it. Okay. Now this is the game server control panel and control panel for cPanel. Okay, for the control panel. Okay, control panel. So this is the client. This is the client. This is the client, and this is the server. Okay. Now these are the two things which you have. So you have to match these things before you can do the services, and you can access the services and then use the game. Okay. Now I have started the server here. Okay, this is the server which I have started, and now this is the client which is there, and I have to start the client to connect to that particular server. Okay, today we are done with certain things which we are going to see, and the lecture is over right now.